everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor Anise. If you're just now finding me on YouTube, here I am. I had 2 cups of coffee today, okay, so excuse me. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my college experience, answering some questions. It's really just a college Q&A video. Before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on the notification bell so you're notified when I upload all of my videos. If you would like to hear about my experience, the good and the bad, then just keep on watching. Hello everyone, I'm going to be answering a few questions. So excited for this video because I have reached a milestone and I graduated from college. I actually have already had a cup of coffee, but I want another one, so I'm gonna be back. Which is bad. I really shouldn't make no other cup. Do y'all see this gray string right here? Like, coffee isn't helping. I'm still stressed, I guess. I just got this. I actually don't really know if this is gray or blonde, but you could definitely see that it's something. And I'm trying to tuck it because I am just not okay with being gray so early. Or blonde or whatever that is. So yes, another cup of coffee so I can rule the day. So I got my coffee. I actually want to, next time I go to New York, I want to get another I Love New York cup. This may sound strange, but I bought this in the airport and I don't want one that I bought in the airport. I want one that I bought like in Times Square. Cause like, when I buy stuff from another city, it's a memory. And that ain't really much of a memory. I bought it in the airport when I was about to come back home. At that, I wasn't even going into New York. I was coming back home. Anyway, that's beyond the point. I'm going to be doing my makeup, and all of the products that I use in this video will be in the description box because I'm going to be answering questions and not talking about the makeup. Because of that, I encourage you guys to watch this video while you're doing your makeup, so it's like we're doing our makeup together. It'll be fun. I got screenshots of all the questions that you guys asked me. We have that one, that one, that one, that one, and this one. Yep, and this one. So I'm just gonna be answering them kind of out of order. The first question was, were you in any clubs or organizations? So yes, I was in SAMA. For all these were for a period of time. I wasn't in them all 4 years of me being there. I was in SAMA, which was Student American Marketing Association. I was in SAC, which was Student Activities Council. I think that's what it was called. I was in that for a second. And I believe that's it. Oh, I was in Alpha Lambda Delta, which was just it wasn't a sorority or anything. It was just the honor society. Like, the honor society in high school is similar in college. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I really wasn't in a lot of organizations at all. And yeah. I'm gonna swipe on my foundation really quick and then we'll answer another question. Okay, so the next question was, did you stay on campus? Why or why not? I did not stay on campus. Number one, all of these are just really excuses. I really could have stayed on campus, but these are my reasons. I am the only child, so I was kind of used to having my own space, which, you know, is something you can get over. You definitely can live on campus with being the only child. But another reason was that when I graduated, I was 16 and I started college when I was 17. So I was kind of like at a stage that I was already scared that I was starting college young. And then if I lived on campus, I was gonna have to grow up even more, like be an adult. I wasn't ready for all of that at one time. So I just didn't stay on campus. And plus, it's expensive to stay on campus, and I really didn't have a whole lot of financial aid, just being honest. So it was cheaper altogether for me to just stay at home because I do live in the same city. So yes, it's actually hot, so I'm just turning on my fan. Sorry if you can hear it. What college did you attend? I went to University of Memphis. Okay, the next question is, did you ever get nervous during presentations? If so, what helped you combat it? So yes, a few times I did get nervous doing presentations, but what helped me combat it was that most of our presentations were group presentations. So that kind of helped because I was going up there with other people. But there were a few where it was just like a personal presentation presentation, and I did those by myself. What helped me through that was that I just thought about, I'm not the only one that's going up there to present. Like, everyone has to go up there and present. You'd be surprised that when people are watching you, they probably ain't even thinking about what you're talking about. I know that may sound like bad, but just think about the fact that they thinking about they have to go up there and that they're nervous, and when you're also nervous, it's hard for you to judge other people. That's my thinking. So they couldn't be judging me. I'm sure they're thinking about their presentation or what they're gonna eat after class or whatever the case may be. So it's really not that nerve-wracking when you think about that. What were my favorite moments and what were my worst moments? So my favorite moments were going to basketball games. I really loved that. My freshman year, I did the fashion show. I believe it was just my freshman year I did that, and I really enjoyed that. Some more favorite memories. My entire time there, I only had 3 just favorite classes. And so I enjoyed going to those classes in those semesters that I took those classes. My worst memories was the amount of tears I shed throughout my entire college experience. It was a stressful experience. I'm answering all these questions very positively, but there were a lot of negative moments at my time in college, as far as relationships, as far as the stress of, it was very hard for me to transition from like 12, 13 years of pre-K, elementary, middle, and high school. It was kind of difficult transitioning from a system that worked pretty much the exact same way for that many years, and then going into something totally different, and you really only have a semester to figure it completely out because you don't want to fail out your first semester. So it was a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. Even that was the worst memory, but I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade the degree that I got from it, the things that I learned throughout my experience, both academically and mentally, the growth, the everything, just I wouldn't trade it. Okay, the next question is, did you want to pledge a sorority? If so, which one? And she said you don't have to post it publicly. I don't care. I'll tell you guys. So at a point, I did want to pledge, and I wanted to be a Delta. Most of my family is there. They are Deltas. And so that's what I always wanted to be before I got to college. But depending on what college you go to, you may realize some things. So yeah, I just changed my mind. Okay, next question is my favorite professor, class, study snack, study spot, and event on campus. So my favorite professors were my African American literature professor. His name was Dr. Tucker. My biology 1 instructor, forgot her name, but she was amazing. She was very strict, but like, meaning if you even looked like you was looking at your phone, she would kick you out. Like, she was very strict. Beyond that, that was my favorite class because I learned so much in that class, and maybe a part of it was that she didn't allow phones, so you had no choice but to listen. But yeah. And my third favorite instructor was my introduction to marketing. I'm not quite sure if that was the name of the class, but that's what it was. It was an intro to marketing class, and she was phenomenal as well. She was not just like oh, you know what, I have 4. She was not just a professor, she was also very helpful in everything else. So like, if you needed someone to talk to about your career or anything like that, or just you needed help in general with stuff that you got going on, she was very helpful in that sense. So I really enjoyed that class. And then my last favorite instructor was my law course. It might have been called business law. I don't really remember what it was called, but I don't remember his name. That class was very good. He was strict as well. He had a lot of knowledge. He knew what he was talking about, and I learned a lot during my time in that class. My favorite study snack, I really didn't have a study snack. Coffee. I used to get salted caramel mochas all the time on campus, and Chick-fil-A's because we had Chick-fil-A on campus, so I guess that was my study snack. My favorite study spot was the library or the UC. It's a common area on campus where, I mean, it's a computer lab in there, the food is in there, people were in there. It was just like where everybody basically went, where people went that didn't even go to our school. It'd be a bunch of folks in there that don't even go to University of Memphis. My favorite event on campus was actually we had concerts fall semester and spring semester. T.I. came to our campus, Ludacris came to our campus, I think Tory Lanez came to our campus. So those were fun. And the step shows my freshman year were fun. The probates, like sororities and fraternities, when they come out with a new line, those were fun. And sports, I guess that's really not on campus, but the football games and the basketball games were really fun. Okay, let's see. What was your major? So my major was marketing management. Okay, someone asked, I mean, I'm gonna answer it, but someone asked how many guys did I date in college? I only had one actual boyfriend. I talked to one other person seriously, like in a serious state, but you know, guys asking for your number, I don't count them if it never went nowhere. Before we leave that question, I want to say something that I try to kind of say to girls that are going into college. When you're in high school, middle school, elementary school, depending on how you grow up, like if you grow up in one city for your entire life, then you pretty much see the same people all years while you're going to school. Because you see those same people, because you grow up in the same spot, you guys kind of grow up with similar values, similar missions in the world, similar financial situations, similar, not identical. You kind of experience similar heartache, like if someone passes away that all of you guys know, or someone does something amazing that all of you guys know. You all kind of just know each other. You know how you act in the world. Going to college puts you in a area of thousands of people that grew up with different backgrounds, that think differently than you, that may not have your best interests. So with that, if you are going into college, I want you guys to be very cautious, because not everyone is going to think like you. And because of that, it can be easy to take advantage of a situation. So that's why a lot of bad things can happen on college campuses, because people trusting and they probably shouldn't. So just be cautious. Okay, so someone said, how did you do your hair in college as a freshman? So I actually wore weave for a decent amount of time my freshman year, and then I started wearing my natural hair, I believe it was my second semester freshman year. Okay, someone said, how old are you and what state are you? You're so beautiful. Thank you. I am 21 years old and I am in Tennessee. Tennessee. Another question says, does your college give scholarship to non-citizens that reside in other countries? I'm not actually sure definitely, but I'm pretty sure they have a system like that. Definitely either call campus or you can check online, I'm sure, as well. Okay, so I'm just adding a bit of contour after I finished up my brows. I decided I'm just gonna do a very natural eye with a bold red.
Greetings, Taylor.
What? I tell you, Siri ain't nobody talking to you. My Siri, she be on another level. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a natural look with a bold lip. I used my foundation as my eyeshadow base. I blended it on there and now I'm just gonna set it with powder. So the next question is, what are your plans now that you've graduated? Question mark, grad school? Question mark. So my plans right now are to continue with social media, creating the best content that I can for you guys. I have goals that I want to accomplish with my social media journey. So grad school, not right away, and it may not even be at all. I may decide to just not get my master's. The next question is, how did you make friends on campus? You know what I just realized? I'm doing the same eye look in my last video. No, we can't do that. I'm gonna do a shimmer on the lid to kind of switch it up slightly. I made friends on campus through mutual friends. One of my friends that I worked with at Chick-fil-A, when I worked at Chick-fil-A, I don't know if y'all knew that, but I used to work at Chick-fil-A. I met one of my friends through him. Then I met other friends through the fashion show that I was in. I really only have about 3 friends that I made through college, which you know, can happen if you don't live on campus. Living on campus kind of fosters more friendships through that. Now, of course, I had a bunch of like people that I met that we were friendly with and all of that. But like after college, the people that I still know, there's only 3. Okay, the next question is, how did you balance school, work, and YouTube? During my time in college, I actually was a nanny. My schedule wasn't a tough schedule. I said because I wasn't at a clock in, clock out kind of job. And then I was able to get work done as well at a decent hour, as well as film. I would film in the morning actually before my classes, and I would edit sometimes on campus or when I'm waiting on the kids that I would nanny for at practice. Kind of just, you make time for what you want to do. That's how I was able to balance pretty much. It was something that I really cared about and still care about to this day. All of it is a mind thing when you're in college, is a mindset of there is no other option for me getting this done. Like, you just have to think about what's important to you. Okay, so the next question is, have you ever been discouraged in any way during your college years? Girl, yes. I mean, yes, and yes. Especially my first 2 years. I was stressed out all the time. I definitely struggled. So if any of you guys feel that way, know that you're not alone in feeling that way, and all of it is temporary. It will pass. Okay, the next question is figuring out the right major after already being in college for so long. So this was another time in my life when I literally had a breakdown. College stressed me all the way out. But when I first started, my major was actually sports management. I wanted to be a sports agent, believe it or not. I don't know if I've ever told you guys that. So after being in sports management for only a year, it was only my freshman year, I was freaking out mentally because I knew I had to change my major. And I was afraid to change my major because I had this thing in my mind that I never wanted to be that person. I never wanted to be that person that changed their major like they didn't know what they wanted to do. I was stressing out over something that does not even matter. How I figured out that that major wasn't for me was realize that sports management was too narrow of a major. And so I wanted something that could still get me where I wanted to go. Because at that point, I still wanted to be an agent, but I didn't want for that to be the only thing that I was able to do with getting a sports management degree. So that's when I went to marketing, because I absolutely love marketing. And my degree was going to be in business administration. So pretty much the same kind of thing. You dealing with management, you have to take some management courses as well as business courses. All of that was going to fit under being a sports agent, which I don't want to do that anymore. Well, I'm not opposed to it, but that's not a goal of mine anymore. But yeah, so figuring out what you want to do all stems from listening to what you like to do. I encourage you to also think about what will make you money, but that be like the second thing you think about. First, think about what you love to do, and don't even think about college. Just think about in general, what do I love to do? And roll with it and figure out if there's a degree that can mirror that. I am feeling like a red lip today. Okay, the last question is, let me get my lip on. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, so the last question is, what do you do with all the class notes you want to keep after the semester is over? So I literally just throw them in my dresser. One side is like for undergarments. I don't know why I just said that word. And then the other side is all of my school stuff. So I need to go through that and pick out the stuff that I actually want to keep, and then throw away all the other stuff, because literally I have too much stuff. Which actually I was thinking about doing like some essentials, like college essentials, like stuff that I wish I knew that I needed in the beginning. So if you guys want to see a video like that, then you can comment below, or just if you don't want to see that specifically, let me know whatever you want to see that's college related. I am going to spray my face with the Urban Decay Slick Makeup Setting Spray. I'm trying not to go ham with this spray like I normally do. Look at my gray hair. It's just floating in the wind like, hello, I'm here. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope my answers helped you guys if you're just starting college, or if you're starting college in a few months, or if you're currently in college. If you guys have any tips like from being in college or anything, leave them down in the comments. It may help someone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, make sure you check out the description box. I'll have all of every product that I use down there, as well as is probably on my Instagram as well, so you guys can check that out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, as well as check out my previous video. I did a nude makeup tutorial, so make sure you check that out. And yes, I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.